In this one, we're going to revisit the oldest rivalry in cricket, England versus Australia. In fact, the all-time England 11 team versus the all-time Australian 11 team. Let's see what happens. Ponting versus Strauss. I am playing as Australia. England have won the toss and they're going to bowl. We are playing at the home of cricket, a grassy wicket. Let's see if that changes anything. I mean, a low-scoring thriller would be awesome, but we are batting first, so hopefully it's not a low-scoring thriller. Let's go first ball. Anderson to Gilchrist. Shot, and that was still quick. 138 Ks, but I was very late on it. And they have two fielders deep on the leg side. And he's gonna bowl at my pads with some serious pace as well, but this time it will be a wide. The ball did move as well, so I think batting is gonna be really hard here with the pace, with the swing. Oh no, how was I so late on that? Come on, that was a full toss, maybe a low full toss, but we've missed a completely straight delivery and we lose our first wicket without even scoring a run. Gilchrist goes for a duck, 2-ball duck in fact, and that is probably the worst start you can get. And I get out to that was not a great ball or anything, it was a full toss. It was just too fast, that was the problem there. Oh my god, this was beautiful. Pitch straight and just a little bit, gets the outside edge. And we would have been 1 for 2. Thankfully goes between the keeper and second slip. If he had a first slip, it would have gone right down his lap. And again, I am late. At least this time I managed to find the middle of the bat and we'll get away for 2. If Anderson is this quick, I can only imagine how quick the other bowlers are going to be. Shot wide, and that has been timed to perfection. The first real good shot of the innings, and it'll get us 1 run. There is a gap behind the wicket. Flicked very fine. They had a deep backward square leg, but no one had fine legs, so this was a very safe shot, especially if you bowls on the pads with that pace. Broad on the other end with his headband. The ball did move a little. Again, this one moved for sure and got the outside edge, but they've already given up on keeping slips. This one definitely moved. Yeah. Swing and then seamed of the pitch as well. Look at how shiny that white ball is. Our run rate has jumped up to 13.71, mostly with pure luck. Again, I'm a little late on it, but we'll get through for a single, and I think that is a no ball as well. Trying a little too hard. Shot pulled, and why did that go to mid-on? Why did my pull, a lofted pull, go to mid-on? And not only did it go to mid-on, it didn't even clear that fielder's head. A slightly better shot, a misfield, but still just the 2. Now the timing is definitely getting better. This one was a little quicker, probably the fastest ball so far, 146. But we're still not eating up any dot balls. Yeah, keeping the scoreboard moving. I don't know how my run rate is at 12.5. Oh, that's a good shot. That was a really good shot. And it traveled to the fielder, and because of that we can't get through for a single. But now we're going to get an extra ball. The first free hit wasn't great. Ball. How did that bounce? I think I got hit on the grill. 2 free hits in that over, and both free hits. I couldn't even score a single run. Shot and cut. There we go. The timing is coming back. That's been punched off the back foot straight to the fielder. But at least I'm not getting beat by pace anymore. We will have to take a few risks in the next 3.5 overs. But oh, how do you get squared up to a bouncer? Shot again. This time I've decided to play on the other side of the ground, and it goes in the gap as well. No real effort from the batsman, just used all the pace. Didn't do any work, but found the gap. Now the run rate looks better, 11.25. It looked a lot better an over ago when it was at 13. Short, I'm gone for the cut again, this time outside edge. And it will go away fine, very fine for 4. Third boundary of an outside edge already in this innings, and we batted for 3 overs. 2 boundaries in a row here. Off the same shot as well. One worked, one didn't. Full, that's been driven beautifully. This one was quick as well. And it will go away for 4. 3 fours in that over. Square boundaries are not that big. 3 overs, 38. That looks really good after being what? 1 for 1. Once again, now I'm playing even better. Look at that. Ideal. But it goes straight to the fielder. Punched off the back foot. Played really well. That'll just be a single, but things are looking really good. We still have half the power play left, so we can explode. Shot. Oh, that is the shot of the channel. I mean, that has come out of the screws. A pull shot again, some serious pace. And look at how far it has gone. It is like really hard to hit a 6 of a pull shot in this game. But I think it just flew off because of all that extra pace. It was at that nice length. He's coming from around the wicket as well. Just use the angle and pull that away. That might be my favorite shot ever. Shot cut, and that is in the gap as well. Hayden on fire, and it runs away for 4. That's the problem with bowling too fast. Even mistimed shots go for 4s, especially when it's going behind the wicket. And the run rate is looking awesome, 13.36. Just be a single. Nope, not the right time for a run out. That's been driven. That flew off the face of the bat as well. 12 balls left at the power play. Hopefully they don't bowl spin. Anderson is going to bowl his 3rd over, so that's great. Short, try to help it on its way. That was an awful ball. Deserved to be smacked. And how was that not a wide? Shot again. Well, I made the mistake of missing the ball last time. This time, no mistake there. That has been middle, and we found the gap. No need to even think about running. And it'll bring up the 50 partnership in record time as well. I've gone for the same shot off the front foot. This ball almost skidded through, and it was fast. I couldn't get underneath it, but no problems. We'll get our boundary one way or the other. Flicked. This time all along the ground. No runs, and it is a no ball. That is what the 3rd no ball of this innings already. And another free hit. What happens as soon as I face against a free hit? All my timing goes out the window. So 3 free hits, and I haven't even scored a single run. That's been flicked, and we'll get through for a quick run. This has ended up being a good over, even though we smacked him for 4 and we got a free hit. Still just a 6 runs so far. And again, some balls are skidding through and some balls are bouncing like this one. Come on. The last over of the power play, and they're going to bring in spin. Now I think if I manage to not get out, I think that would be enough. Oh, where did that come from? That is a serious shot there off the back foot. Especially against spin. I think I'm going to have to look at this replay about 3 times because that almost never happens. This was a top spinner or maybe an arm ball, I think. Yeah, it was an arm ball. It went flatter and quick. This one was a little quicker through the air as well. Same region, but off the front foot this time. We're playing well even against spin. I mean, this innings might end up being one of the best with the bat at least. Nope. Yeah, I mean, we can't afford to lose wickets to run outs. We're batting just too well. Didn't have to touch that, but He'll end up converting a white ball into a dot ball. This time, nothing doing. I'm going to leave that and get my free run. 42 of 23. Ponting hasn't got off, just 14 of 12. But we have time. He's gonna bowl another wide. I don't know what has happened. He's coming from around the wicket, darting the ball into the leg side. And that will be another wide. This time I did try to touch it, but it was just way too wide. That's been flicked and yet another dot ball. 2-4, but he has bowled 3 wides. That's been flicked really well. 8 runs, not bad at all, but it was the last over with the power play. I would have liked more, but it was against spin, so the fact that I didn't lose a wicket, definitely an achievement. Now we are going up against probably that fastest bowler, at least in this game. He's going to be bowling about 150, I think. Last time he did. And 147, yeah, that is going to get quicker, especially with those full deliveries. Cut. And it goes in the exact opposite direction. I don't know if it was a bottom edge, an inside edge of what. There's no way a ball is gonna go to that region. It didn't even go fine. It went to backward square leg. But still found that they had a leg gully and a deep square leg, but we managed to pierce the gap. Full inside out drive almost, but it has gone straight to the man and it will be a dot ball. We don't need to take too many risks for the next few overs. With so many wickets in hand, we can really explore in the final few overs. But for now, I think taking singles and doubles and the odd boundary is enough. I cannot get out to a run out. This partnership is going so well. I'll get out anyway, but I run out now. Shot. That was a very late cut, and I was late on it as well. That probably would have been overthrows if it hadn't got the stumps. 7 runs so far. A boundary here would be very sweet. Bowls it short, cut. I should have played it a little finer. Stokes is gonna come in. Basically, 2 same bowlers bowling from both ends. This one was a lot slower actually. That was maybe an off cutter. 7.173. We are well on our way to a very big score, especially with so many wickets in hand, and we have a absolutely stacked batting order. We don't have a lot of all-rounders, but our batsmen can do the job on their own. Another inside out drive. He is really slowing things up here. 131 Ks. And the next over, I'm going to be very surprised when Flintoff bowls a ball above 150 and I end up losing my stumps. So I'll have to be wary of that. And again, even slower this time. That's been punched away really well. I think if I want to go for 6s, the square boundaries are my best bet. The longest boundaries are towards cow corner and here as well towards third man, but I don't think it's gonna matter. Too much pace on it and very well timed as well. The fielders didn't even move. A lovely cut. We have slowed down with Hayden, only 47 of 31 now. These last 3 overs have not been great. The run rate slowly dropping as well. Can't afford to do that. I think we need to take a risk somewhere here. Short and wide again and cut straight to the man. Awful ball, but we still can't put it away. That was some serious pace. Almost 154, but we still got the bat down in time. There we go. Walked across, used the pace. I was ready. Front foot or back. I knew where I was going to play that shot. Hayden will get to 50 as well of 33. This ended up looking a pretty simple shot. With this much pace, having no fine leg, I don't think that is ever going to work. Gone for it straight down the ground, and I managed to find a way to outside edge a nice juicy full toss. Maybe it was a low full toss, but still probably should have middled it. This one was a change of pace, a cutter, but surprisingly still managed to time it decently. All boundaries have been behind the wicket except for one. He's just been masters at using the pace and edging the ball. Swan is gonna bowl his second over. The good news is I think they only have one spinner, so I can just block out these next 3 overs from Swan and be okay. That is if he ever stops bowling wides. Short flat skidded through. If that was aimed at the stumps, I would have been in some trouble. But thankfully it just beats the outside edge. And again, this time it was even quicker. It was at that awkward length as well. Not too full, not too short. And the keeper, I mean, maybe could have brought his pads together, but... and now he does bowl a full straight delivery, and it was fast, and I was about 3 minutes too late on that shot. My bails were on the ground when I actually completed the shot. Ponting's got to go, and this awesome partnership, almost 100-run partnership, has got to end, and we bring in one of Australia's best openers and number 4. I mean, you just cannot change those top 3 batsmen. Oh my god, what a warm welcome to the crease. Gave a nice juicy full toss on the hip with no deep fine leg from around the wicket. I think anyone would have put that one away. Get off the mark with a boundary. The run rate hovering around 10. I think this should bring it above 10. This was a dusra, but we played it somewhat well. I was a little early. After 6 or 7 absolute darts. Of course I'm going to be early to a nice tossed up ball, but no harm done except for that one wicket. And we are once again back with a run rate above 10, a projected total of 204, but we need more than that from here. There we go. Strategically top edge that ball, too much pace on it, and it goes over first slips head for 6, and things just got worse for England. That is a no ball, so 7 runs and he still hasn't even bowled a ball. My curse with free hits continues. I cannot seem to score even a single. Next time I get a free hit, I'm not even going to bother with lofted shots. I'm just going to keep it along the ground and just try to take a single. And as soon as it is a legal ball, we play one of the best shots you'll see. And straight down the ground, and it goes for 6. It was in the arc, it was full, but we still had to put it away. And that's a long boundary as well. That is not small. You hit it very straight, and still almost long on came around. This over has been disastrous for England so far. Oh, and he comes back with a really fast ball, and the length was perfect as well, and he's pushed it across. The ball moved as well. What a ball! Right on top of the off stump. Completely unplayable. Squared me up. That is how you come back after giving 2 sixes, a free hit and an over. No. Well, here we are. Another free hit, the 5th free hit of this innings, I think. Outside edge, and finally we'll manage to get some runs off a free hit. Pushes it across, gets the outside edge, but unfortunately for him, it goes in the gap. This over has just been awful. How many runs? I don't even want to count, and I'm not even on the bowling team. And once again comes back with a really fast ball. That was just too quick to do anything about. Hayden back to a really good strike. It's 70-43 now. And he's gonna bowl yet another no ball. I don't know what's happening, but I for sure like it. I almost found a way to get out in the only way possible on a no ball. Another free hit. He's given him, and now I want to count 7-13. Hit straight. Have I got enough on it? I think I have. Yes, I have. That will be another 6 and we'll end this. Great over for us in an even better way. A lovely straight punch in the air. 105 meters. This one probably was better than the first straight drive that went for 6 because this was not power, this was just picked up and timed to perfection. And Swan continues his merry way as a bowling wides down the leg side. This was once again so fast and so flat. He's darting these in. Yes. This one I have managed to get some bat on. How many extras have they bowled? Swan with his wides, the fast bowlers with their endless amount of no balls and free hits. I think that is probably one of the bigger reasons why we are at 131 after 11. They've given away at least 15. Yep. And flat this time I do play it on the front foot because he has been bowling that almost slider like delivery that does not bounce. England just cannot seem to keep the ball around the stump, nor can they keep their feet behind the line. And a wide on the offside this time. Now it is getting old. He's bowled about 13 balls in this over, and only 3 of them are legal. And this one should be a waist high no ball for sure. They've been all over the place with their bowling, and we have capitalized it as well. This one deserved to be smacked for 6. Yes. It's been played inside out. Finally a legal ball. I don't think you can bowl these many wides in an over and keep bowling, right? I think the bowler must be dismissed. There we got another wide. Come on, this is getting old now. And I don't know where he's going to bowl a wide, on the leg side or on the offside. At least I can stand somewhere. And outside edge, the one legal ball. It was well bowled, very slow this time, got the outside edge, but even this will cost England runs. 12 overs, 142, with 8 wickets in hand. It is not looking good for them, especially if they keep bowling like they have been. Nudge down the leg side, Stokes, another change of pace maybe. Oh, this is going to be tight, but we will make it. Full toss on the off stump, maybe little wide. I just had to go for it and it has come out perfectly. That is a small boundary, but it has gone a long way. That would have cleared any boundary anywhere. 140 meters, probably not, but it was still a very big hit. This has probably been the best batting effort in Cricket 24 from me for sure. Played this game for a year and I don't think I've ever been in such a good position. Oh, leading edge, that was an off-cutter as well. Thankfully it doesn't go to anyone's hands and we'll navigate another really good over without losing a wicket and scoring a lot of runs. Anderson is going to come back in. And even he has given away 10 runs per over. I thought he bowled a lot better than his figures show here. That one probably should have played that on the front foot. Shot. A little too cheeky, but we'll still get away for a single. Hayden on 84. We still have 7 overs left. He could have made a run at Chris Gale's record, but I think that probably wouldn't have ended too well. This one, I don't know, probably went through the bat. Try to play a late cut, goes in the opposite direction, but gets me the result I wanted, so not too bad. Warner has started off really well as well. 22 of 10. Cut. Even this was an outside. Even this didn't come off the middle. And even this goes in the gap. Shot, played it very fine. I don't think he's going to be able to come around. No, he is not. Another boundary. I played basically the same shot 3 times in a row and it has gone in 3 different directions. This one is the only one that has gone off the middle. Now the run rate above 12 and we're not even taking any risks. It's just normal shots and normal balls, but the result has been spectacular. That's a good ball, good Yorker there. From here, I think we should at least be able to get to 230. I think even more because we have so many wickets in hand. I did go for it, but it was a slow ball, so no elevation on it, neither did I get any timing. They have an offside heavy field, so it's probably going to be on the wide line. I have gone for it, and I have not got anything on it. Mistimed, and that is a short boundary, so it does carry to the fielder at the deep, and this awesome explosive inning has got to come to an end. Hayden goes for 85 of 54, but the good news is we have some more batting left. We actually don't have a lot of batting left because we have almost no all-rounders in this team, but I think we should be okay. We have some bowlers who can swing. Cut, and Clark will get off the mark with a very familiar shot. That one was a full toss on the wide line as well. This time didn't take any risk. 2 wickets in 1 over. I don't think that's great. We have some time. We have some decent time left to really explode. We have few batsmen, and I almost lost one there. And get through ideal timing, and I still outside edge the ball. That's just the pitch, I guess. This pitch might be the greenest pitch we've ever played on, and it has also given away the most runs. Perfect outside edge, and he almost does take it. Shot that has been cut powerfully, and it'll go away for just a single, but still no problems whatsoever. Shot that went very flat, very flat, but still too much pace on it. 70-meter hit. I think it was a lot smaller than that. Gone for it once again. Try to keep it very fine. And also try to keep it in the air, so neither of my goals were achieved. 41 of 17. Almost every single one of our batsmen has performed, except for Gilchrist. This was a nice, juicy full toss. Still won't go for 6, but it will be a 1 bounce boundary. A loose ball. I wasn't even looking to hit anything in the air, but that was just too loose of a ball to let go. This one much better length, much better pace. But the one good thing we have done this innings is we have almost had no dot balls. It has either been ones, boundaries, wides, free hits, but not a lot of dot balls. There is one. That was a full toss, but got a little too excited, and I'll drag it back onto my pads. Shot again, that has been cut very fine as well. Full toss, the offside is packed, but I still kind of feel we can clear the fence. The timing has not been great in the last 10 balls or so. This one was over the head, but we still managed to keep it along the ground. Singles are fine, but I think a boundary, at least 2 boundaries or maybe a 6 every over is what we need from here. And I have been trying as well, but just cannot seem to time it well enough. Cut and cut right in that gap. Both fielders sprinting, but it still almost beat them, and we'll come back for 3. We are just slowing down a little. Even though I have been trying to score boundaries, I've tried to 3 or 4 lofted shots in the last 10 balls and nothing has come off. Not bad, but not too great either. Just 8 runs of that over. Broad's gonna come back in. He still has 2 overs left. Now this field is much better. I just can go behind the wicket. Yeah, this is too easy, and it was a full toss as well, but it still only barely clears the fielder. What has suddenly happened to our timing? The ball now is just taking a lot more to even clear infielders. 48 of 22. Full toss. He completely fumbles that. That was one of the easiest catches. It was timed so badly, just popped up. Nothing on it. Should have been taken with one hand. And he fumbles it about 3 times, I think. As a first fumble, he did try to take it with one hand. And we'll get to 200 as well. 200 for 3. I don't think I've ever been in such a good position in T20s, tests. I don't think this has ever happened. That'll go for 4 as well, and it is only getting better. This one, another full toss. Still didn't get the best of timing. At least it went in the gap. That's been hit. And that fielder, that fine leg fielder who has run a lot this time, is not even bothered. He turns his back on the ball and lets it go for 4. Please no wides. I cannot handle any more wides. 3.2, 36, and half his runs have come away from this. Wides down the leg side. Oh, gone for it straight down the ground. Swan has been bowling very flat and very fast. And that pace this time does do me. Gets the outside edge and taken after another 3 wides. He does end up taking a wicket. 54 of 28. That was a very useful innings, and surprising, this is our last batting partnership. We do have some bowlers who can hit, but this is it for full-fledged batsmen. This should have been sent out of the ground, and I missed it. It is a full toss. Couldn't even get bat on it. Last ball of Swan, and thankfully he doesn't bowl a wide. That'll be a dot ball, so not so great. And Broad's gonna bowl the final over. We have slowed down only 230. We were looking at we were gonna clear 230 comfortably. And he still can. Maybe not. Short wide. That was the only real option there. Maybe should have just kept it along the ground and tried to find the gap. I went for it in the air. And that is just one awesome catch. Clark goes for 18, and now we are into our bowlers. Let's bring in Mitchell Johnson. He can definitely swing. On for it, no elevation on it, and just be a single. At least we have our lone batsman on strike now. We had a run rate of about 12.3 until the last 2 overs. This was unlucky, and we are going out with a whimper here. First 15 overs was ridiculously entertaining, but these last 5 overs, how do you do this? This was angled in, try to go over long on, gets the pad and goes back onto the off stump. Not very lucky. 2 wickets in this over. We have 3 balls left. At least one of them has got to disappear. This should be wide, but it won't be given wide. Okay, this has been a horrible last over. Just 1 run, and now our run rate has dropped below 11. Full toss, finally. Even though it has come off an outside edge, I will take anything right now after these last 2-3 overs. Thing is, we are still at almost 220. This is not. That's been hit. Will this go for 4? No, it won't. As I was saying, we still have 218 on the board. We are still ahead in this match, especially on this pitch with some swing, and with our bowlers I think this should be enough, but you never know, England might just do the same. Almost everyone scored except 2 ducks. We have contributed from top to bottom. Now it's time for our bowlers to shine. McGrath to cook first ball from around the wicket. And what a wonderful start. This off the first ball, he's tried to go for an extra cover drive, and he's dragged the ball back from the wide line almost onto his middle stump. Cook goes for a golden duck. What a start. First ball. Nothing really special about the ball. It was an outswinger, it did move, but look at where he's dragged it back from. That ball seamed off the pitch. Right back onto the middle stump. McGrath starts off beautifully here. 0 for 1, chasing 219. Edged, and things just got worse for England. Now they're at 0 for 2, and we are on a hat trick after the first 2 balls. McGrath, man, what have you done? England have almost lost all their hope, and it has been 2 balls since this innings has started. What a catch as well. We are on a hat trick now. Root goes for a golden duck as well. Peterson comes in, and now I'm going to go with an absolute mad field here. We have about 18 slips and a fielder behind the slip cordon as well. A short leg, no one protecting anything. Let's go hat trick ball. Oh, that ball moved as well, and he's absolutely taken it on. He's trying to hit it for 6. Instead, he'll go along the ground for 4. That would have been epic. A hat trick of the first 3 balls of an innings. McGrath almost did it. Again, the ball has moved. We almost found the gap, but our fielding is on top as well, like our batting was and like our bowling has been as well so far. Flicked, and he's flicked it straight to short mid-wicket. That is the 3rd wicket of this over. McGrath. And that ball moved as well. The line and length has been perfect. This one he middles it, but he doesn't manage to keep it on the ground. Well, one of the best bowlers in cricket history does what he does best, takes wickets left, right and centre. That's the 3rd one for the over, and we are not even done yet. This one has come out of the screws and well taken as well. Last ball, and we've already run through England's batting order. 3 wickets gone. And the ball is moving, man. The ball is seaming and swinging. 4 runs and 3 wickets off that over. And it doesn't get any better on the other end either. We have awesome bowlers throughout. I'm going to start off with a very quick bouncer. Let's see what happens here. And he pulls it. Maybe it wasn't directed very well. It was drifting on the leg side a little. The problem is England still need 214 runs in 19 overs. And they've already lost 3 of their best batsmen. And aggressive shots aren't working either. This one came back in. Goes straight to the man. And they can't take it too easy either. The run rate is going to climb every single ball. And out of nowhere it'll be at 16, 17 in no time. And hit straight to the man. This is no problem at all for us. We'll do this all day. Butler and Strauss probably would have been a really good opening partnership. This one has come off somewhat. He's found the gap. Butler will get his first boundary, and this is also the second boundary of England's innings. Swing. The ball is definitely swinging more for us. 11 for 3 after 2 overs. And McGrath is back on. Again, on the mark, on the money. Comes back in sharply, an inside out drive. They're managing to survive, but surviving is not enough when your required run rate is above 10 from the first ball. It was at almost 11. This is a good shot. No one's going to move. I don't think it would have mattered. That probably would have gone for 4 regardless. Almost got the 4th one there inside it. So very close to the leg stump. That was an inch, literally an inch away. Strauss, I think he tried to go for a cover drive. It ends up being almost a straight drive, I think. And giant gap between bat and pad. And we almost found it. Tries to go in the air, tries to go inside out. No elevation on it. The line and length and the movement has been on point. This one was probably a little too full drifting on the pads, but he doesn't manage to do anything with it. Bradley, I don't know why he's not as quick here. I was expecting to bowl about 150 easily here. This one 145, not very well directed, so just uses the pace and gets for England now. Moving on, they're still in a horrible position, 23 for 3, chasing 220. But a few boundaries here and there and they won't look too bad. These lofted shots are not going in the air one bit. And again, another aggressive shot that doesn't even clear the 30-yard circle. They can't be having dot balls because now that boundary of the first ball is nearly useless. And there's another one. This one was twofold. Was aimed for the middle stump. Was coming in sharply. And more importantly, that was just too quick. There's nothing you can do about that. Especially when you're trying to set it out of the ground. Maybe if you try to punch it along the ground, you have a chance. But when you try to swing to that ball, you're gonna get your middle stump rocked. This one moved as well and seamed off the pitch and found the gap between bat and pad. Just a little bit of an inside edge. I think a clean ball would have been better, but we'll take this. 23 for 4 after 4 overs. They're not even scoring at 6 runs an over. And punches it off the back foot, mistimes it as usual. Strauss has been standing on one end, looking at one batsman go after the other. Again, swing. This has been Australia at their best, dominating with the bat, with the ball in the field, and another one, another inside edge. What is going on? England 5 down now, 24 runs they've managed to add in almost 5 overs. And that's it. They don't have any more batsmen left. They have a few all-rounders. Stokes is in. This has been complete domination. Again, he's trying to go inside out. That was so close to flying over the stump, but it has just not been England's day. 2 left-handers at the crease with a mountain to climb. They're looking like they're going to get all out under 10 overs. Hits it straight down the ground, and I think he has found the gap. No one's going to bother moving. This probably could have been stopped. Now finally mid-on decides to move, but it is too late. I don't think I even care. When you picked 5 wickets in under 5 overs, you don't need to run behind the ball anymore. The required run rate now almost 13, and now we bring in another quick nasty bowler, Mitchell Johnson now. Start out with a short ball, but short deliveries have not been directed well. That's been nudged off the hip. I think it'll just be a single. Yeah. 5.2, 29 for 4. Comes in, pitches and seams out. England have looked helpless so far. That's a good shot. And away from square leg, it'll go for 4. Probably the best shot so far in this innings. This one moved as well. Especially with the ball. With the bat, England were giving away free runs, but now we've just been on point almost every single ball. This might be a run out. Thankfully, they decide to do the smart thing. Good looking shot. I don't even know if I really need to spread out the field. I think we can just keep this going. I'm going to give McNair his 4th over. Let's go for the 5-wicket haul here. We have 2 bowlers who can finish the innings off if it even gets there. And I'm just going to go with the same field. The power play is done, but I don't think we need to change anything. Good shot. Still can't pierce the infield on the offside. It has been stacked and we have not missed one ball. That's a good shot. Hard. All their good shots are getting them ones at best. Tries to go inside out in the air. At least he doesn't get his middle stump knocked down. So that is a mini win for England. If they can somehow come back from here and win, this would be the greatest match, because the first innings was entertaining throughout. The second innings so far has been fireworks. And if England can win from here, I think it would be a spectacle for sure. But I don't know if there is even a tiny chance of that happening. The run rate, required run rate now, what is it? 14, I think. Above 14. Let's spread the field out. McGrath ends with only 4 wickets. Only 4 wickets in a T20 match. We still have Shane Warne in the bank, Nathan Lyon, even Clark can bowl a few overs. They're just knocking the ball around. They have been trying to put the ball away, but it has not been working, and every other ball has also been knocking the middle stump down. Another good ball. A 7-over-old ball is still swinging. I think this should have been a low scoring thriller, but England was just horrible with the ball. Look at that still movement off the pitch. 182 needed of 76. That's been flagged. It is in the air. And it's also in the gap. I was expecting another one. England still fighting. They still have Flintoff, and these two can bat as well. It's not over, but I'd say it's very close to being over. Another wicket or two here, that's it. Another wicket and that's it. Game glitches, but doesn't matter for Stokes. Almost puts it away for 6. I think that was about 2 feet away. That's just straws. This has been the first good over in England's innings. They scored 11 already. That's been flicked. This might be gone. Yeah, that looked like it was going straight to backward square leg. One good over they had. They ended with a wicket. The one man who's batted from the first ball has got to go. And now I say England are done. And now we bring in maybe our best bowler. The match is already done. Oh, Vaughan doesn't have his signature action. I'll have to change that in the next match, but we'll make do here because I don't think this is going to last too long. This is their last batting partnership. Flintoff and Stokes. Let's see if they can perform a miracle from here. But even one miracle is not enough. They need about 3 or 4 miracles to get close to 220 from this position. As soon as they lose a wicket, they'll have to slow down. And they can't afford to slow down. Goes for the reverse sweep and it goes to deep extra cover. Interesting. And that was his first ball as well. Doesn't turn at all. Yeah, so far I don't think even a single ball has turned. I think this is a very seamer friendly wicket. If Vaughan can't turn the ball, I don't know. I think no one's going to. This one straight as an arrow as well. I think scoring against spin is their best bet. If it was like, if they needed 140 from here, maybe they had a 10% chance. But 164 of 67 is not happening even with 10 wickets in hand. Let's go to our other spinner. Leg spin on one end, off spin on the other. The required run rate now almost at 15. Good pick up shot. And it is in the gap. It looked like he was going for a single, but he has found the gap. And it was a very good looking shot as well. Just a little pick up over extra cover. 160 of 65. Tries to go for it. This time tries to hit it too hard. Lovely shot. Just a single. Singles won't do. They need what? 2 sixes and then 3 singles. Pat onto the shoe and almost pops to the keeper. 22 of 18. The lone warrior still going. It's a good sweep, but it was hit too hard. I don't think they could have run a single even if they wanted. So it'll be a dot ball. Just 5 runs of this over, even with the boundary of the first ball. And this will be maybe a single. And they won't even run. Just 5 runs of that over. They're scoring at 6 runs and over. After losing 6 wickets. And now they are even converting wides into singles. Vaughan, very expensive in the first over, 9 runs. Tries to go for it. Gets an outside edge. This might actually run away. Nope, even that won't. At least kick that ball for 4. I think a close match would definitely have been better, but this team, an Australian team, this one is just too good. This one, I'd say this is the shot of the match. Comes down against Vaughan and picks him over extra cover. That was such a good shot. Tries to keep it on the ground. I don't think this is the innings where you score a 6 and then try to get off strike. If you score a 6, try to score 2 more. Shot. There's a slider. Almost skidded through onto the middle stump. 1.5 overs 19 and the ball has not turned, not one bit. Oh. This might have been the first ball that has actually turned. He steps outside the leg stump. Even this one didn't turn. This one actually went off the outside edge. That is very unlucky. It was not a great ball, but the one man who looked good has got to go. Now England are on to their bowlers. Swan comes in, tries to smack me over extra cover, but that just has not been happening, at least when England have been batting in this innings. They still in 148. Comes down. This has been hit out of the screws. Won't go for 6, but and tries to go for it and just be a single. We're just cruising along to a very easy victory here. Can comes down. Whenever they have been using the feet against spinners, it has worked. That's the third time a advanced shot has worked. Not the greatest looking shot. This has been 32 overs of domination here. Let's end it strong. Good shot. Oh, this has gone straight to the fielder as well. Yeah, square boundaries not that big, so even missed time shots will carry. And one picks up one after 2 not so great overs. Look at that, 0 turn. And Flintoff's got to go. Broad comes in. 2 more wickets left. They're not looking like they're going to cross 100 here. Oh my god. That was a wide to a left-hander. He's tried to hit it for maybe 1 run. That has hit bad, then his face, and then has popped up to the keeper. That is as unlucky as a batsman can ever get, and it's all happening to England here time after time. We've been so lucky, nothing has gone against our way. What are you even supposed to do? I think you should have just left that one alone. Now just 1 wicket away, the iconic bowling partnership between Anderson and Broad here with the bat. This one actually turned. 2 for 22 for 1. Still end up with 2 wickets even on a pitch with no turn. The required run rate now 20. I'm gonna go back to pace because fast bowlers are definitely suited here. Let's bowl fast and wrap this match up. He will keep it along the ground and they're gonna fight. Shot pulls it back onto his body. They are surviving. I think if England can survive for another 7 overs and frustrate us, it would be a mini win. Just keep defending. Where was that ball going? He's gone for it. Has he cleared the fence? No, he is not. He's taken on the biggest part of the ground and has failed to clear the fence. That will be it for this match. We have dominated as Australia and England. They lose by 132 runs. That was a whole T20 in itself there. I hope you enjoyed this one. England versus Australia is always fun. Click the video on screen to see a much closer match than this one between the oldest rivals in the game. For now, like, comment and subscribe for more Cricket 24 videos and updates. Thanks for watching and have a great day wherever you are.